common reading experience.
It makes you realize that people are really open and they are warming and they do want to welcome you.
I see the book being able to help with learning because it can act as a catalyst for other classroom experiences.
So it gives you a common ground that we all need so that we instructors can be very effective in our teaching.
It's about bringing diverse groups together to work for a common good, a common purpose, and to foster understanding and respect of different points of view. And that's necessary in the world that we live in. The Common Read experience is all about choosing a book that touches on themes relevant to university students. And the book that NIU has selected for its 2013-2014 Common Read is by Ibu Patel. It's his 2007 autobiography called Acts of Faith. To my mind, the book has something that would fit within almost any disciplinary context. He starts out talking about his high school days and the struggle to fit in. And that is something I think that we all can identify with, no matter how far away from those high school days we find ourselves currently. And from there, he talks about his college experience. He talks about trying to find work and what kind of work is meaningful after he gets done with college.
Even at the end of the class, they may not have an epiphany until later on the following semester. It could be a year later, but the seed was planted by using the Common Reading experience, by using Acts of Faith.
I myself read it and couldn't put it down. It was such a compelling story, and it spoke to me on so many different levels.
It kind of puts you in a mindset where you grow up only believing or thinking what your parents have kind of taught you. So this opens your mind to think, okay, well, hey, I have a friend who's of this culture. I have a friend who's of this religion. I wonder what it is that they believe. And in doing that, you find out that we all aren't that much different.
I practice the faith of Vedanta, which is a part of Hinduism. So to see that there would be a way for us to integrate different walks of faith into a classroom and give the students an opportunity to say, hey, I could be of a different faith. And maybe I can empathize, I can sympathize, I can understand what the other person feels, would make that student a valuable contribution, not just to the university, but to the society.
I'm a faculty member who, on a freshman level, would be teaching introductory French. Even in the context of a French language course, I would see Acts of Faith having relevance to talk about cultural differences and different perspectives. Patel really wants to create a pluralistic community and have people come together, understand one another, put aside differences, respect the differences, and come together to work for a larger civic good.
I think having a common reading experience which has different faiths put in it, with the reflective component, and to which they can add their own creative ideas of their own standards, because nobody is measuring them and saying you have an A standard or a B standard. I think the student would come out to be a more, a composite, grounded student who knows how to interact with the community, which I think is the most important thing.
It brings our campus together in a way that you wouldn't normally see people on campus, because we're all here for school, and I think that's what everybody's main focus in, but to get involved and see like the greater picture and to be able to do that together, like there's such a huge impact that we could all make together.
They have a purpose to be in the college, and they're not just one of the 10,000 students walking around aimlessly, go from classroom to classroom, but they feel like they can do something that is purposeful.
If we can help them get involved in one book during their first semester here, we can help them understand that that type of learning can happen in all of their classes.
We really work and come together as a community, both of faculty and staff and students, to implement this notion of a common experience. I would recommend it for everyone.